So I bought this new house at 21 years old, and it's unbelievable. I've been to mansions before because I went there with my friends, Airbnbs and stuff. This is different. This is an actual house that I'm gonna be in for a long time. And what surprised me the most is the fact that I wouldn't be here if 2 years ago I didn't bet myself. If 2 years ago I let the fear hold me back. If 2 years ago, when everybody, even my family included, my own mom, told me, you should have just continued on college. Why did you drop out? If I let those limiting beliefs and that scarcity mindset holding me back then, 2 years ago, I genuinely don't know where I will be right now. I mean, it's crazy. And a lot of people I know for sure because I was there, they think that all of these gurus telling you to do stuff online, they're lying and stuff. And you know what? Like you're right. A lot of them do. A lot of them lie. A lot of them are genuinely full of BS. But at the end of the day, I genuinely don't have anything to sell. I genuinely feel that right now, the point that I'm in, I'm living as a closer. I travel the world. I have an amazing house right now. It even has a jacuzzi, like barbecue area. Like it's insanely big. And I'm living with my girlfriend. Like I genuinely feel good about my life, and it's pushing me to go for bigger things. It's pushing me to actually make even more money, to create a bigger impact in my life, in my family, and everybody around me, my friends included. And if you're probably watching this is because you relate to this or you feel somehow you feel the same way, you need to understand one thing. If you don't take action towards your goals, you're going to end up working towards the goal of somebody else. And there's no way or another. Like, that's a fact. If you don't work towards your goals, you're going to end up working towards somebody else's. So, what do you genuinely have to lose? You could literally get stumped by a car tomorrow, and you could get into an accident tomorrow, and like, you wouldn't even know. So, at the end of the day, taking a risk and betting on yourself is the only way if you're ambitious. If you have a minimum level of ambition in your life, you need to stake everything on you. Nobody else's. Nobody else but you. Because nobody else will do the things and the sacrifices that you need to go through but you. Nobody will come and give you a hand and tell you, yeah, bro, you need to do this. You need to put in a lot of work. You need to invest into yourself. You need to do a business. You need to do X, Y, and Z. Nobody will do that for you, bro. Nobody. The only person that will genuinely do those kind of things for you is nobody but you. In my case, personally, I always felt very lonely. And that is because nobody around me had the kind of mindset that I have. Nobody around me wanted the things as badly as I wanted them. And I'm obsessive compulsive. Once I want something, I'm gonna die or I get it. And that there's no other way around it. And that's just the way it is. That's the way I'm more in. And you don't have to be so obsessive about it either. You can have hobbies, you can have trips with your friends, you can absolutely enjoy your life. I'm not saying otherwise, but you need to lock in. This is the lock in season. If you feel behind, if you feel like you haven't achieved your dreams, that's probably because you're not even like putting in work towards it. You're watching all of these young kids, like 16, 13, 15, 18-year old guys making $10,000 a month, and you're clocking in for somebody else's dream. Like, what are you genuinely doing? Like, genuinely. And I know there's necessity, and then there's you being able to do a business freely or doing whatever you want freely. I get it. There's a time in life where you need to do certain things to survive. And I was there. I was also there. But even if it's 1 hour a day, even if it's 3 hours a day, brother, you need to do it. There's no other option. You need to deal with the hands. You need to deal with the cards that you were dealt with, and that is for me clocking in at a call center, 12-hour days for $1,000 a month. I mean, that was my life back then, and in the little hours, even though I was tired, even though I wanted to rest, even though I wanted to sleep, even though I wanted to enjoy my life, I still used every living second of my life towards my goal. And that's why to nowadays I can travel around the world, 21 years old, own a house, and enjoy my life because I sacrificed what I needed to sacrifice back then. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably not in the same situation that I was because it wasn't the worst situation, but it was a bad situation. And I know people with far better options, with far more privileges than I had back then, be lazier and not even use the resources in their maximum potential. But I do. Every single living second of my life, I'm thinking on how to improve, how to get better, how to improve this ad, how to do this better thing. And that's not something everybody's willing to sacrifice or to do because they don't want it bad enough. And believe me when I say this, if you want it bad enough, you will get it. You will genuinely get it. There's no other way. So that's really what I did. I started doing something called high ticket sales. I got into closing. I started as a setter. I was there for a couple months. Then I became a closer. Then came a month in my first 6 months in the industry. Absolutely changed my life. 180. Moved into another apartment. It wasn't the best apartment ever, but it was decent. Nothing compared to this though. And then now finally upgrading into an even better house, into an even better area. And a lot of people around me, they call me lucky because I got here. And, you know, it's okay. But limiting beliefs and scarcity mindset comes from thinking that people in a better situation than you are lucky. I know there's people lucky. I know there's people that were born with silver spoon, you know? And how does that even help me? How does that even affect me positively? It doesn't. So why will I care about them? I know people that had silver spoon since the moment they were born, right? But they are generally good people, and they were people that obviously they use their resources in a good way, and that's admirable also. But for me, I obviously wasn't dealt silver spoon. I wasn't dealt with riches from the beginning. I had to work hard, and that's also like super enjoyable to actually see how your life changes, and that's incredible. Like going from 0 to 10 to 10 to 20 to 20 to 30 in terms of leveling is like I haven't enjoyed my life as much as I'm doing right now. And it's not about the house, it's about the process of getting it. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about you working hard, like failing and then trying again and then risking and then investing and then losing money and then making money and then like learning so many new stuff about business and then about that's what life is about for me. That's what truly life is about. So if you're watching this and you genuinely want to do something and maybe you don't know what that is, but maybe you want to give it a try, do high ticket sales because that's what worked for me. That's the only thing that I'm able to talk about right now because it's my thing. It's the thing that I mastered. I got really, really good at communication. I build a strong network. So I'm actually hiring a lot of people right now for different companies, friends companies, and they're setting closing positions open all the time for different industries and different companies. So if you want to get connected to one of these companies and you want to get started, even if you don't have experience right now, even if you're an introvert and you feel like you're not good at talking to people, you might as well give it a try because you don't have anything to lose. So yeah, if you want to get into high ticket sales, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll obviously gladly, once I have free time, get back to you and send you some resources so that you can actually get into the industry as well. So I'll see you on the other side.